morning everybody. I just got up and today we have kind of a busy day ahead. So the first thing I'm going to do today is bake. I'm gonna make these cookies once again because today my dad is helping me build a new bookshelf or like a book wall, which means I need to bake the cookies as a thank you to my dad. Then we need to take the old bookshelf, like clean everything off and prepare it to be hopefully sold soon. And then we're gonna go to the, I don't know, builder's store, whatever it's called, to get like all of the supplies, build it, and then I can decorate it. And I am very excited because ever since we got the new couch, I've been really motivated to really make use of all of the room and walls that we have, and then I can also fit more books, which is exciting. So I already laid everything out. I think you've seen these cookies like 3 times at this point. It's the little round ones dipped in chocolate, but we're gonna make those right now. I feel like a true grandma today because I'm baking cookies in the morning and I also have soup on the stove. It's currently 9 and I'm making soup because you gotta have something ready for lunch, you know? Anyways, I thought while we wait for the cookies in the oven and the soup, we could go through my Goodreads review. What is it? Your year in books. I've been waiting to open it on camera so that we can react to it together. Alright, so my year in books. First off, I think the graphic is very cute. I think in the past years Goodreads didn't really have like a really cute thing. I think you had to go to like a separate page. Anyways, so I read 33,110 pages and 84 books. No, I think I DNF'd like 4. Yeah, because on Goodreads you can't DNF the books, so 80 books. My shortest book is 123 pages with The Stranger by Albert Camus, and then the longest book was A Court of Silver Flames with 751 pages. I think if I end up finishing Iron Flame this year, that would beat it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it. So my average book length is 394 pages. I think that makes sense because I usually go for books that are like 300-400 pages. Most shelved Harry Potter, obviously, and least shelved A Curse Unbroken. This is a German book and I think that's probably why it's not shelved that much, but I actually really enjoyed it. It's like kind of a cozy witchy fantasy set in New York, and they have this like really cool apartment, or at least I imagine it like really like cozy and cute. So I'm actually very excited. I think it's a 4-part series and I have part 2 and 3 on my shelves as well, so I'm gonna start those maybe soon. My average rating is 3.6. I think that also makes sense. Highest rated, A Court of Mist and Fury. Yeah, I don't know why everybody freaked out about A Court of Mist and Fury that much, because I think the best in the series is A Court of Silver Flames. And then here we have some of the books that I read in 2024. There's so many. So this is the current bookshelf, and I think I'm gonna start out with taking all of the little like knickknacks out and then taking off all of the books, because I do want kind of an orderly book wall and not just sorted by the size, because that just doesn't really make sense. But yeah, let's start with the knickknacks. I'm about to go out and meet my dad to go to the building supply store. I still don't know what it's called. I'm gonna buy my bookshelf. I'm so excited. We had a little issue with the store not having enough of these little bracket things we need to mount the board to the wall, and I also only was able to get this like light color and I want them darker, so I got some color. So I'm gonna use this and then make this darker basically, but I need to prep it first and then probably do 2 coats of the color. So it's actually good that we couldn't mount them today because we wouldn't have been able to anyways, because the prep thing needs to dry for 12 hours and then I don't know how long this needs to dry. I have 4 boards out right now. We have 10 in total, and I'm just gonna do like the base and then start with the first coat probably tomorrow morning. So this is gonna be a 2-day project. We also needed so many more supplies than I thought we would. Good morning. I am so tired, but it is bright and early. I'm about to start painting the wood. That's the first thing I need to do because I'm probably gonna have to do 2 coats, and I think I want to let them dry for 2 hours in between because I let the base dry for 1 hour in between, like the 2 sides, and sometimes it was still a little bit sticky, so I think I want to give it a little bit more time. I also need to get different knitting needles today, so I'll need to go to the store, and then we're gonna sort through the books together. Alright, so it is a couple hours later. I finally finished painting the wooden boards. There was so much drying time in between and I messed it up a little bit. But I think overall it's gonna look fine, and we're just gonna flip them around so that the kind of ugly sides won't be on display very much. And now I have 7 book stacks in front of me, 7 huge book stacks. I can't pick them up right now because then everything's gonna fall over. But we need to go through them and decide which ones I want to keep and also which ones I want to reunite with their family. Like the X-Hex is alone here, but I do have the other part, so I need to put that on a different stack and then decide where I want to put like the whole series. So let's kind of go through with them. This is also, I think, half of the books that I have because there's the other bookshelf right there, but these are the books that I've read for the most part, and then in the other shelf are the books that I haven't read mainly, but it's also a little bit messed up, so I'll maybe try and figure out to actually have only unread books in here and all the read books up there. We'll see, but for now let's just go through them and decide. Starting out with Ninth House, obviously I'm gonna keep this. I also do have quite a few like businessy mindset books and I'm never gonna read them again, but I also do kind of want to keep them because I feel like, I don't know, you just should have a few of those, so I'm gonna keep that. Then we have the Caravel series. Even though I didn't love it, I'm still gonna keep it. I also don't want to get rid of everything because at some point I do want to have like a whole library room basically, and obviously we need books for that. And as I mentioned, the X-Hex and also the Housemaid, I want to reunite those with their families. We have Burial Rites, definitely want to keep that. Maybe I'll also separate them into series and like standalone books. Then we have a bunch of thrillers and Taylor Jenkins Reid books. I think I'm gonna keep all of those. Oh, these are the Christmas books I read last year. Winter Love and Winter Wonderland and Only for the Holidays. These were really fun. I like those a lot more than the Christmas book that I tried this year, so we're gonna keep that. Where am I gonna put this? Part, is this 1 or 2 of Crescent City? I don't know. I have the second part in here somewhere, so I'll put them on the reunited stack. We have also a few Colleen Hoover books and like in general a few romance books that I think I want to get rid of because I'm actually never gonna read those again, and they don't really have any like value that, I don't know, so I just think I'm gonna get rid of those. We have The Secret History, also the Comfort Book by Matt Haig. I've never actually read through the whole thing, but I'm definitely gonna keep this because it's a nice book to have. Even though I just said I'm gonna throw away some of the, not throw away, I'm gonna give away some of the romance books, definitely keeping Emily Henry's books. We have The Shining by Stephen King, Me Before You, and Milk and Honey, also all standalone books. This is the most interesting, North Water. I've never read anything like this before, definitely want to keep it. The Guest by Emma Klein, that was a summer read this year. Then we have The Family Remains and The Family Upstairs. We're gonna reunite those two. Daisy Jones and the Six, my vaccination pass thingy. Abby Jimenez, that's a series, so I guess I should put those together. The Part of Your World trilogy. This one I'm definitely getting rid of. This is one of the weirdest romance books I've ever read, so goodbye. I think I also want to get rid of this one. Even though I do love Taylor Jenkins Reid, I didn't really enjoy this one. The goal is essentially to build a library that I really like all of the books that I like, and I don't really want to have too many books that I don't like, mainly because I wouldn't recommend those to people. Keep, whoops, I hope I'm not ruining them right now. I'm gonna keep this one. We have Crystal Sutherland, we're gonna keep those. Happy Place, Glass Castle, oh there it is. This was the other Greek mythology books I was looking for, and then another Matt Haig book, we're gonna keep all of those. And then we have The Perfume, Mr. Ripley, and Gallowglass, I think. gonna keep all of those too. Same time next summer I did end up liking, so we're gonna keep this one. The Stranger, we're gonna also keep this one because I feel like intelligent if I have books like this. Cold Case Academy is called The Naturals. I did read the first 2 parts, but I don't know, I didn't really care for them too much. I thought they were gonna be a lot more interesting. I feel so bad saying this. I had higher hopes, but I think I'm gonna resell those because I think they're more on the young adult side. Like I think these are like 14 or like 12 plus years old, and I don't know, I can do like worse thrillers than these. So we also have a few non-fiction books by Thomas Erickson, so we're gonna keep that. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Then we have It Ends With Us. If I'm gonna get rid of It Starts With Us, I should maybe get rid of this one. But this was one of the first books that like got me back into reading, back when everybody like on TikTok got back into reading, and I did like this one better than the second one because the second one is just kind of unnecessary, I think. So maybe I'll keep this one. Ta-da! It looks so good. I'm so happy with it. It makes the room look so much bigger. I'm obsessed. And now it's time to decorate. So right now it feels kind of a big commitment to decorate it, but I can always redo it and redecorate it. So I think I'm just gonna start out with putting the series together and then figuring out how I want to put everything else so that it looks kind of nice and not super cluttery. This is the finished bookshelf. I'm so proud of it. I think it looks so cute. It is still a little bit messy, and I don't think that this is the final look, but I think it looks so good. So up there we have ACOTAR and then just a pretty poetry book and plants and stuff. Then this is my Matt Haig section. Here is basically classics and non-fiction and fiction. So everything more or less. But we have Taylor Jenkins Reid here, Abby Jimenez, a few, as I mentioned, non-fiction books and Dolly Alderton and stuff like that. Here is my little Greek mythology corner. I do definitely want like a little statue or something, but for now this is what it is. Then we have Percy Jackson, kind of sort of close to the Greek mythology. These are basically all fantasy or fiction books. Then we have romance down here. I guess Abby Jimenez could also be moved down here, but we'll see. These are all thrillers and stuff, except for The Hobbit, obviously. And down here all of my DVDs, and these are mostly horror and fiction books. I am so happy with how this turned out, and I'm so thankful for my dad for doing this for me, because it just makes the room look so much better and bigger, and we finally have room for a big table now, and I think it just looks so good. But that's gonna be it from me for tonight, because I'm so tired and I'm also kind of sick, and I still need to edit this video because the date this goes online is the day that this just happened, because I'm a little behind on my schedule that I made for myself. But it's okay, it's fine, it's all gonna work out. So I'll see you very soon in the next one.